Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Peter Barber here, a professional opera singer and music producer, and today it's a very special day because tonight I'm actually going to see Colter Wall perform downtown in Phoenix, Arizona. So I figured it's about time I made an analysis video for him because he has one of the coolest voices I've ever heard, and I've never really taken the time to analyze it or think about it much. I've always just really enjoyed it. So today's gonna be really interesting. So today we're gonna be checking out Colter Wall singing Kate McCannon from his original 16 brewery sessions. And then hopefully I'll get to hear him also sing this one in about 12 hours when I go see his show. So let's get into it. This is Colter Wall, guys. Cowboy country, outlaw country. Real nice. All right, come on. Oh yeah, there it is. Before we get into the singing, that doom 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 is so you know, that's such a staple of outlaw and cowboy country music. Absolutely love it. And I'm such a sucker for acoustic guitar. I started playing like a year and a half ago. I'm dog shit. You know, I'm very much still a beginner, and I have so much appreciation for people who can really play and pick on the acoustic or any kind of guitar, really. So whenever I hear acoustic guitar starts, and I just melt immediately. So great way to start, and of course we got that doom 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 doom, real cowboy country. Also, it's obvious now, but this is a reaction and analysis video, so I will be pausing primarily to talk about vocal technique, although as an arranger, a music producer, and composer, I'll also talk about, you know, parts of the musical arrangement elements as well. All right, now, come on.
Well, the raven is a wicked bird, his wings are black as sin, and he floats outside my prison window, mocking those within.
You would just never, I mean, it's no matter who the voice comes out of, you wouldn't expect it because it's such a unique voice. It's so dark and smoky. Basically how this kind of voice happens is that he just has like a huge pharynx, basically. Like there's a lot of space in his throat, and that creates this kind of darker, warmer sound to it. It's actually what we use in opera to get that warm sound, but Colter has it like in his natural setup. So you get this really rounded, dark, smoky sound. And the smokiness really comes from like vocal fold closure, how much breath is actually coming through his vocal folds when he's singing, allowing like that little bit of grit, that little bit of smokiness. And that's just a function of literally how the vocal folds come together. The grit is a different story. We'll get into that in a little bit. But such a unique voice. I'll never forget the first time I heard him. And then the first time I saw him and realized the voice is coming out of this guy, double crazy.
And he floats outside my prison window, mocking those within. And he sinks to me real low, it's hell to where you go. For you didn't murder Kate McCannon.
Absolutely love just, you know, literally just kick drum and kick drum, acoustic guitar, voice, right? It's so simple, it's so stripped down, it's so raw, and it's all about storytelling. And that's a signature of Colter's music, is it's really very much story based, you know, like old school country music. That's why a lot of people call it outlaw country. A lot of storytelling going on, more so in most cases than, you know, what you might call pop country. And Colter's brilliant at this. just brilliant at this. So it's really nice to hear him in this raw, stripped down way. This is, I think, what he prefers. This is how a lot of his music on his albums are like, from what I've heard. And probably how he'll be tonight. He might have a band with him, but it'll probably be pretty raw. And I think that's how it should be for him. He's obviously very much a natural bass voice. He doesn't often sing super low in his music. But you can just tell by the color and the timbre and the ease that when he does go down to those low notes, I'd actually be super interested to see just how low he can sing in pure chest voice. Certainly something I would pick his brain about if we ever got to chatting. Yeah, so let's. I think he's about to get back into the singing. It's actually been a while since I've heard the song.
When I first met Tom McCannon, I was working in the mines. Said he had himself a dark-haired daughter with long green eyes.
Another thing about his singing and why it's so story-like is because it's very much speech-like in his approach. It's not super clean and accurate pitches. There's no there is a melody, but it's not a super clean, accurate. It's obviously not, being tuned or anything like that. So it's very much speech-like in, the patterns at which he's delivering it. And that gives it, even more to that natural, authentic feel that works so well for this.
And when she and I didn't meet, she was bathing in the creek.
Look at how much he sweetens the guitar. He's talking about first meeting Kate McCannon, and it goes from this pretty gruff outlaw kick drum heavier acoustic to this really sweet, same harmonics, same chords, all that stuff, but just his way of playing the guitar turns so much more sweet and delicate as he meets Kate McCannon. That's brilliant.
Free.
See if we can go back and highlight that a little bit. Here we are, right before.
And when she and I didn't meet, she was bathing in the creek.
Little smirk on his face.
Prettiest girl in the whole damn holler, that ain't no lie. So I went a-courting Kate McCannon. Got me a job and I quit my rambling.
Goes to court, Kate McCannon. All right. Get him a job, quit his rambling. I love it. It's amazing how interesting he is making this song with the really simple setup and with the fact that his vocal range in this song has been maybe up to B flat at some point. It's far less than one octave. A really, really narrow vocal range, but just because of the storytelling and how interesting his voice is and just how he's telling us this tale of Kate McCannon. It keeps us super engaged. There doesn't need to be any vocal fireworks at all for it to be a really engaging piece.
And every day I'd save a quarter of my pay. I could buy a diamond ring. Lord, and one day I come home to find my darling angel's not inside.
Can't remember how this turns out.
So I made for the creek, but she and I didn't meet.
This is I literally forgot how this song turns out. It's been that long since I've heard it. But yeah, just incredible storytelling. He brings the instrumentation way back. He draws you in. He doesn't go to us. He doesn't go forward to get our attention. He retreats further back into himself, and because he's so compelling as a singer and songwriter and storyteller. We all feel pulled in. We want to get closer to see and feel and experience what's going on and experience this story. Awesome. It's fantastic.
She and I didn't meet. And I found her with some other lover. Then I put 3 rounds in the Kate McCannon.
So it's that slow buildup. It's that, right, he's drawing us in. Then he starts revving the guitar up, right? It's that sweet moment when he first met her. Then he starts adding more power. Then I put 3 bullets into Kate McCannon, and then the kick drum comes back in, and we get this like climax of intensity. It's so well done. Let me go back to before he starts revving up. So we go from here. Feel it building. As hard as he can play.
Then I put 3 rounds in the Kate McCannon.
Colter Wall is the real deal, man. He is absolutely the real deal. I'm really looking forward to seeing him performing live later tonight. Anyway, that was my first breakdown of Kate McCannon, Colter Wall. And, man, he's good. Man, just a songwriter and singer. His voice is just, God, I'm talking to my country accent, ain't I? His voice is absolutely amazing. So, background there, dad's side's from Texas, mom's side's from Tennessee. I grew up in very country Virginia, so usually when I'm drinking, which I'm not right now, the country accent comes back thick, or if I'm listening to country music. Had a lot of fun analyzing his voice for real for the first time. Didn't go too deep, not as deep as I usually get, but this song is really all about storytelling, and it's phenomenal. So guys, if you enjoyed this, if you gained a little appreciation for my man Colter Wall, consider joining my Patreon for as little as free now. Actually, you can join for free, and then to get benefits start at $1, so you can kind of see what it's about. Please do like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, leave a comment. Could be as simple as saying Colter Wall rules. Doesn't matter. It's helpful for the algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.